square in Birmingham, which is called Victoria Square.
Queen Victoria hated Birmingham.
Correct.
Somebody owned a dog.
Correct, yeah.
That you've upset that child. They're kicking off. Would I recommend a free walking tour of Birmingham? Well, obviously no. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Morning. It's currently 5:30, which is very early, but I'm having to get a train which leaves at something past 7, which is, again, stupidly early, because I'm off to Birmingham, the jewel of the West Midlands. Obviously, to kind of make things worse, this isn't actually the first time that I've woken up this morning, because of course I had to get up again earlier on so I could set the phone up and press record so I could film myself getting out of bed just now. What a mess. Hey Google, stop. Just looking for the tripod, which is here. Right. Obviously, I did have to get up earlier than this so I could set the phone up in the corner, so I could film myself setting the phone up on the tripod, so I could film myself getting out of bed for the start of the video. So I now need to go back to bed. Hey Google, stop. I'll use this glass of water to just sort of prop it up on the radiator here. Right. Let's get on with the video. Let's try this one. Which is the middle?
That way.
That's the middle.
Yeah. In case I'll through a train cab.
I think we need to go that way.
After you then.
Okay.
As yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Where? Can you see a safety notice?
It's normally on your first class thing, yeah.
Basically what happened is it was cheaper for me to buy a first class ticket than it was to buy a standard class ticket, which makes no sense. But what can you do? I can only imagine that it's some sort of desperate attempt to try and persuade people to go to the city of Birmingham to make the first class cheaper than the standard.
I'm so glad Tom Robbie said that today.
I think part of the point, I mean, let's get to the point. The reason we're here is to support our friend Rob, who has started a walking tour of the city of Birmingham. I think he's published a book as well, hasn't he?
Book. And I started a tour. We started a tour 7 years ago.
Yeah, so for the last 7 years he's been doing this walking tour of Birmingham, and we've decided that now is the time to give it our full support. So we're going to be going to, I guess, see the sights and check out what there is in England's second city. But more importantly, give our friend Rob a welcome boost in his tour guiding adventures. I don't know, I mean, we went to university near Birmingham. We were in Leamington Spa, basically. Yeah, I don't really feel like I've fully understood Birmingham's essence, and I'm hoping that this trip will help me achieve that. What is Birmingham? Why are we going? I'm going to get the birthday card, and the birthday cake, and the birthday candles, and something with which to light the candles when we sing happy birthday. And you're going to go to the toilet.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Okay, good plan.
Right.
Okay, action stations.
See the bright lights.
Yeah, fine. How hard can it be to get a birthday card in a train station? Maybe I need to go on. There he is. Excuse me, do you know if there's anywhere around here I could get a birthday card? Right, we have a lead. Would you say that you have any birthday cards that really capture the essence of Birmingham? Okay. What do people do in Birmingham? I've never met anyone from Birmingham who hasn't eaten a banana. This will do. Here we go. Just looking to see whether they have any of those candles that cause a massive explosion, but they don't.
Point out.
Yeah, hang on, just get your face in shot. Go.
Birmingham for what? 10 minutes now? And
Yeah.
I've got lost 3 times in that time.
Yeah.
I've got your bacon sandwich.
Thank you very much.
Where have you been?
Well, I went to do the difficult job, hang on, you're back in shop now, of getting the cake and the candles and the card.
Cake and eat it.
Yeah. I've got this new sort of steady cam thing, and I think you'll agree that it's quite steady, but it's also very difficult to operate. Would it be fair to say that our first experience of Birmingham has been not as terrible as you think?
Well, we need to find a way out of the station first.
Yeah, and to get to, where is it we're going? Victoria Square.
I think it's this way.
Okay. Right. Here we go, Victoria Square. So we've now come this way. We've looked at the sign, which is there, and we can now walk back that way. Many of you may know that I'm from a very small city, I would say barely a city, called Lincoln. And say what you like about Lincoln, and it's not, I mean, I'll be honest, there's not heaps to do, but at the very least there's one entrance and one exit to the train station, and you can get out in about 30 seconds.
Well, like I say, well, first impression of Birmingham. That is an impressive old building.
Isn't it? You can see why he starts the tour here. We're about to go and interrupt the start of the tour because we're late.
You can tell me if it's worth it.
Here we go.
We're standing in the main square in Birmingham, which is called Victoria Square. No points awarded for guessing why this is called Victoria Square. That's the statue of one of our most famous monarchs, of course.
Right, so today's Rob's birthday. We've got a card. There are quite a few people on the tour. Yeah. I'll distract him at suitable intervals, and you can take the card around everybody else to get them to sign it.
It's a very good idea.
So this was unveiled in 1993. Does anyone know the sculptor? Or guess? Anthony Gormley, yeah, so it looks a little bit like the Angel of the North. Here to commemorate our industrial heritage. It's called Iron Man.
Right, I'm not gonna give away the whole. Hey mate, how are you? Absolute pleasure.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Thanks for coming up. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, beautiful.
I don't want to give away all of your intellectual property, Rob, but I'm just going to do a brief verbatim summary of what we've just heard. Would I be right in saying that Queen Victoria hated Birmingham?
Correct.
Somebody owned a dog.
Correct, yeah.
Birmingham got rid of a lord, manufactured some weaponry,
Yeah.
and became the industrial capital of Europe.
I'd say the world.
The world.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's pretty
Accurate
much
description of the tour so far. Hang on, I can't. Let's get behind this pillar. Where is he? He's there. He's there. Right. It's on. He's inside, so we can. I feel like a proper tourist here.
Okay, so if you get into the lift and go to floor 7, go out, right, to the right again.
This is my good opportunity because I'm trying to get everyone to sign Rob's birthday cards today.
Oh, what a good idea.
We give him the bump slice.
Yeah, you can stop that.
Settle down, we're in a library. It does seem unusual because it's very nice weather, so I feel quite touristy. but at the same time, we are in a library. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I went to Mallorca or Barcelona, but I know. I go to the library.
Wow, he wasn't kidding.
Wow. What a library, though. I feel like I stalled quite well there. There was a moment of danger when Messenger was getting someone to sign the card and Rob was coming out of
BT Tower there, that's still on my
door there. Rob, what can you tell us about this dual carriageway?
So that is the famous A38. Most cities do bypasses around the outside of their city.
So when we get
And in
to the
Birmingham,
time, just distract Rob again.
Okay.
Well, I try and remember who signed this damn thing and who hasn't.
Okay, we nearly came a cropper there.
Yeah.
This stabiliser thing is not worth the money. Not worth. This stabiliser is not worth the money.
you guys wait about there.
How do you feel it's going, Rob? Are you happy?
We've guessed around. I'm kind of forgetting it quite a lot. I don't do the walking tour as regularly as I used to.
Right.
And I feel like it's not flowing as well as it should. However, I'm my own harshest critic.
It's that classic thing, isn't it, where if you hadn't told us you'd fucked up, we wouldn't have known.
Oh, okay. Someone else said that as well.
Yeah.
So, how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, really, very much so. I was actually just thinking, many's the time I've been to England's second city / third, and thought, you know what, I've never seen the roof of the ICC Birmingham Symphony Hall, and now I have that opportunity thanks to Rob's walking tour.
This is it.
What can you tell me about the roof and maybe the building?
Well, some people say that the Symphony Hall has the best acoustics in the whole of the country.
Is that true?
I couldn't tell you. Also, ICC hosted
you wouldn't, would you?
in the Malt House, so yeah.
Interesting though that they've gone for that kind of flat roof, and I would have thought, I mean on a day like today it's not necessary because the weather's glorious, but on a rainy day, and I imagine you have a fair few of them in Birmingham, quite hard for the water to drain away from that kind of level surface, isn't it? I'd say I did a pretty good job of the old distraction then. Quick recap of what we've learned in this section of the tour. Well, first of all, Birmingham has a library. Secondly, Tolkien, off of Lord of the Rings, is from Birmingham, and based various bits of the books on parts of Birmingham. Oh, and a man invented fonts here, not as in like off of Drowning Babies for Jesus, but typefaces, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, etc., etc. The Baskerville font, which you may be familiar with, is an invention of Mr. Baskerville from Birmingham. It's all been very interesting. I would recommend it. What are we looking at here, Tom? Maps of country.
There it is.
The City of Dreams. There it is. Where's Birmingham?
Should be nervous. There we go.
There we go. Having succeeded in getting lost in Birmingham train station, now lost in the library. Hang on. Is this the way out?
Is this the way out?
Oh, it is. It's pretty cool. Whoa.
North-south map.
Hang on.
It's like Google, isn't it?
Hang on. We've come out here. How long does it take us to get here on the train?
2.5 hours?
2.5
The
hours.
expensive train.
I got up at 5:30 this
I
morning
need to
to
run
get
to the
here
toilet. I'm gonna have to cut this short.
to promote this walking tour, and we've just found out that he's moving to Vancouver. So is this the last one? That you've upset that child. They're kicking off. Is this genuinely the last one?
No, I think there'll be a few more.
How many more? Hang on, I can't get you. Stay there. Wait. Right, go. How many more?
Maybe like 4, 5, 6.
Unbelievable.
Well, no, after 7 years, I finally made it up. It was only 4 left.
The legacy, yeah, exactly.
Did you take a leaflet? No? Are you not advocating for peace? Tom! Breaking news here on the Birmingham Walking Tour. Thomas Messenger is not an advocate for peace.
I'd say I'm a fan.
No, yeah, I like it as well. It's very nice, isn't it?
Good mix of architecture.
Yeah.
Classic. Reliable for the ages.
A lot of hen-dos.
Broad Street right now, so.
Yeah. Trams. Where else do you get trams?
England's real second city, Manchester.
I mean Sheffield, Manchester. Yeah, the Isle of Man, they have trams. Okay, forget that. That's not helpful. For all my reservations, and for all my cynicism, and for all my disappointment at the fact that the walking tour is going to be stopped more or less as soon as we came here to promote it, I would actually say that I'm beginning to see the real Birmingham, into the pulsating heart of the city. No, I think I'm a changed man, I really do.
Just Birmingham is all it takes.
Yeah? I feel like, having been here, having met the people of Birmingham, having shaken them warmly by the hand, having seen their library, learned about the famous people who made the city what it is today, learned about its rich cultural heritage. I feel like, obviously today I have entered Birmingham. But today I think a part of Birmingham has entered me.
You see yourself in Birmingham?
Oh, not a chance. Absolutely not. One thing I've noticed Rob's very good at is the tease ahead. He loves a tease, doesn't he? Basically, we'll get to the end of one bit of the tour and Rob will say, right, that's that bit of the tour, and on the next bit of the tour I'll introduce you to Birmingham's third favourite barber, and then everybody just kind of gets drawn in a little bit more. I was going to say as if we're going to disappear off, but we have actually lost a handful of people somewhere around the Mailbox area. So there is good reason for him to keep people interested. You're in charge.
Oh, Jesus. What the hell do I do with this?
Film shit. Yeah.
I'm honestly terrible at this.
Thank you so much for bearing with what has at times, I'll admit, been a slightly chaotic tour, but I hope we've all had a fantastic time. So thanks very much, I really appreciate it.
We do have one other thing for you as well.
We can't have the light candles, so I'll hold this lighter up and you can blow on my hand and I'll release it again.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rob. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, been an excellent tour.
Thank you guys. Cheers, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Rob, just take that.
How do I stop?
Right, I think we're done. So, that's it. That is the end of the free walking tour of Birmingham. I have to say, I've had a lovely morning. Have I enjoyed myself? Yes. Have I learned something about Birmingham, the city, its history, its heritage, and the people who live here? Yes. Would I recommend a free walking tour of Birmingham? Well, obviously no, because Rob is fucking off to Vancouver and it won't be here for you to enjoy it. Thanks, Birmingham. Had a lovely time. I was getting lots of footage of the caterpillar cake being a burden for the rest of the afternoon.
Got a reputation in the city. Shame for me carrying a caterpillar cake.
Hello, sorry about this. As you can see, I'm now in my dressing gown. But I forgot to say that according to YouTube experts, I should now ask you to subscribe if you would like to. If you don't want to, that's also fine. But thanks for stopping by. See you later.